Glenn Parker, thank you very much for joining me. This was 1991 or 1992. I think it was 92, somewhere around there. And this was when I was at UCLA in film school, and we were doing a production, and we were doing one for Catholic Big Brothers, and we were doing it pro bono, doing the commercial and editing it down. Ugh. And what ended up happening is, and I don't know what time index this will come up in because this will be in the front of it. I ended up being in the video is we had somebody that was going to show up as an actor to be the big brother, and for whatever reason they weren't there. They're like, "You look like a big brother, get in there." I was part of production crew, but that happens a lot. I have a friend that is a first AD, and he works on a ton of sets, and he's in a ton of movies. Somebody doesn't show up, or they add a part, or there's some variation, and they need an extra part, and he gets pushed into a lot of movies as well, because he is a character anyway. So I thought this would be a quick introduction, and it is interesting. It's a little piece of history. Part of my history and the Catholic Big Brother. So it was something that production picked up from this particular class, and the teacher reached out to them, or they reached out to the teacher and said, "Hey, could we get this done?" And he said, "Sure, we'll get this done." And so I'll have me and my students do it for this particular class so that you can do it with a very minimal amount of production cost. So I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much. And I'll put in the description below the time index where I show up for a couple seconds, but hey, I'm in there, and it's something that's preserved for posterity. It's my first, well, it's not my first acting, it was first acting video appearance. I was on cookies, like Gerber baby cookies when I was a baby, and something else. I have that stuff somewhere floating around, but I found the picture at one point in time, like, whoa, what is that? Mom's like, well, that's Gerber baby cookies. You were on Gerber baby cookies, like the packages for a while. We got paid for that. It's like, already then, an actor early on. So thank you very much for joining me again, Glenn Parker. Sorry the intro is so long, but there's so much to say.
Imagine growing up in a city like ours. A city that too often forgets the growing number of at-risk fatherless children who reach out for the caring support of a man in their lives. A friend and confidant who is willing to provide encouragement and be a role model when a mother's love is just not enough. Since it began in 1926, Catholic Big Brothers has served nearly 20,000 at-risk children, including those who are deaf and hearing impaired, by providing them with big brothers. Not only does the agency serve the Catholic community, but over the years, it has expanded its programs to meet the multi-ethnic and religious diversity of Los Angeles County.
My little brother's name's Darius. He likes to be called Dar. I've noticed a lot of changes in him the first time we met. He kind of has slumped shoulders, and he wouldn't talk, and he wouldn't smile. And now it's to the point where I can't shut him up. But he always cracks me up because he tells me that he's working on art projects and stuff, and the teacher will come around and fix it for him, correct it, make it better. And he hates that because he liked it the way it was before. He's really, really creative. And he has a hard time in school because his mind works a lot faster than the teacher's.
Becoming a big brother may not be for everyone. It takes a special man to share 3 to 4 hours once a week in a one-to-one friendship with a child. Being a big brother can be an enriching experience for both the volunteer and the child.
Well, we've been brothers for about 6 years, almost 7 years. I've known Dino since he was 11, and now he's going to be 17.
He's not like a father, but he's like an older brother. And, I mean, he teaches me all kinds of stuff. He teaches me from how to make myself better in sports and in my grades and how to handle women.
Well, I've learned a lot of things from Dino. He's a very open and emotional kid, and we bring out some funny sides in each other, and he lets me be a kid. So we have a lot of fun, and we laugh a lot and have a similar sense of humor.
Becoming a big brother seemed to be right, the right thing to do. And believe me, it was. My little brother, Steve, is 13. And although he's never considered joining a gang or using drugs, he was still at risk. His self-esteem was not what it should have been. But together we've managed to change the way he perceives himself. After being together just over a year, Steve takes pride in each and every one of his accomplishments. Being a big brother has given me an opportunity to make a difference in Steve, in my community, and in my life.
I really love you for all the thoughtful gifts you've given me. You are a special person in my life. You are like a father to me. You're very pleasant to be with. I will cherish the moments I have spent with you forever. You are the best big brother I have ever met. I wish you could be my real father, because my real father doesn't come out to see me. I really love you more than anything in the world. Love, Steve.
There are many ways to help Catholic big brothers and those we serve. Of course, there are the immeasurable rewards of being a big brother and developing a one-to-one friendship with a child who desperately needs your time, attention, and guidance. Even though the agency serves nearly 300 children a year, there are at any given time another 200 children who are waiting. In addition to being a big brother, there are numerous opportunities for fundraising and other commitments that support Catholic Big Brothers in its ongoing efforts to make the community a better place for all. Remember, only you can make the difference. For more information, call today, area code 213-251-9800.